We've been messaging for months, this man and I, but he doesn't know who I am because I've been undercover posing as a man.
We infiltrated a vast international network hiding in plain sight, and it led us to the same room as a man who said he was drugging and raping his wife. We created a fake name and soon got into a private Telegram group that's dedicated to sharing sleep content with almost 1,000 members. Users trade videos with the hashtag #ICheck, a way of proving a woman is asleep. One of them started messaging me directly. We're calling him Piotr. Piotr admitted to me that he had been crushing pills into his wife's drink to rape her in her sleep. Without encouraging him, I tried to find out how he was managing to do this.
So I'm going to send him a message now, and I'm going to see if he would meet with us.
By now, we'd worked out he was in Poland, and we knew roughly where he lived, but he refused to meet. And then, a tip. He let slip that he was planning to attend a party.
That's him. I recognise him. So we're inside the restaurant, and I've just seen him dancing with her. And at the start of this investigation, all of these men were faceless. And so seeing him tonight has just really brought home the fact that this is happening in real life.
We couldn't approach Piotr's wife without potentially putting her in danger, so we reached out to police about our findings.
This is one of hundreds of messages I received while working on
using our son's sleeping medication to put in your last cup of tea at night to tie you down, take photographs and rape you.
Zoe Watts is one of many survivors we spoke to during the course of our investigation into the growing phenomenon of men raping their partners and raping them in their sleep. She met her husband when she was 17. He's now serving 11 years for rape, sexual assault by penetration and drugging.
I've had people say, yeah, but he's your husband. Or, but you weren't awake. So does it really, it's not the same as being taken down an alleyway, is it?
I've noticed you haven't used the word rape a lot.
No.
Tell me why.
It just doesn't, I don't know, it's like one of those things really, it's like people can say it to me, but I just don't think, whew.
You know you're not alone.
Yeah, yeah, sadly. We worry about who's coming behind us, walking down the street. We worry about going to our car late at night, but we don't worry about who we lie next to. I didn't realise I had to.
62 million men. 62 million men worldwide attended an online RAPE academy in the month of February alone, where they learned how to assault women without detection, including in their sleep, according to a new CNN investigation. And this is what I want men to start understanding. This is what's scary about men. Not just that 62 million men went to this website for some reason, be it for giggles, for curiosity, for actual information so they can be better predators. No, it's that this idea that 62 million men went to this site and nobody told. It's this idea that men seem to have where it's just one guy running around in circles really, really fast and nobody's doing anything to stop him. No. 62 million men went on that website and you think they didn't tell a single friend? Which means that there are a few options here. Option one, 62 million men went on this site, told a friend, they also went on that site, and it ended there. They got in on it. Another option, 62 million men went on that site, some told a friend, the friend told the authorities did nothing. Also terrifying. But realistically, for a lot of them, is that one of these 62 million men told a friend, and the friend did nothing at all. Said, oh my God, bro, that's crazy. And that's the one y'all be like, oh, he's a good guy, he didn't do it. He didn't do it, but he knew about it and said nothing. 62 million men were on this site worldwide, and we're hearing about it today, when that was back in February. Yeah, stay lonely, die lonely.
62 million men. That's how many are part of an online community that talks about drugging and graping their wives. CNN calls it a global grape academy, where men talk about how to drug and grape their wives, how to assault them, and they share tips on how to get away with it. One of the main sites CNN investigated had 62 million visits in the month of February. There are thousands of group chats where men share information, especially on how to get away with it. There are even men on there selling drugs that they can buy to drug their wives. They've talked to 3 victims. One of them, their husband was doing this to them for 16 years. Another, for 9 years. He corresponded with hundreds of men. He invited over 200 men to their home when she was asleep to assault his wife. And a third, for 5 years. She used to wake up with bruises, not knowing where they came from. All these women thought they knew their husbands. They trusted them, but they were living with a stranger. That's why I make the content that I do, because I don't believe you'll ever truly know a man, and living with a stranger is dangerous. All women should read this investigation. If you're a man who has something negative to say, it's because you're fucking disgusting and you're in on it. And if you're a man who actually cares about women, start by holding your male friends accountable for the things they do to us. Leave me a comment below and let's get into it.
Ladies, the next time a man tells you that your standards are too high or too picky about the man that you want to be with, just remember that CNN just released an expose on men that drug their wives, rape them, record it or live stream it, and then they have a whole forum of other men that they communicate with and share tips on how not to get caught. Not just boyfriend, girlfriend, their husbands. And these women have no clue what's happening to them. There was a man that was actually drugging and raping his wife, and he would not only do it, but he would invite his friends to come and rape her as well. And not only did her husband record these encounters, she ended up with 4 STDs. One of the men that came there 6 times was HIV positive. So just know that even if you go about it the right way and you marry a man and you settle down, they could still be on the most diabolical fuck shit.
First, I just want to say trigger warning, okay? The things that I'm going to mention in this video are very disturbing. I recently found out that there's an online community made up of 62 million men, okay? 62 million men where they discuss how to drug and grape their wives. CNN has labeled this as a global grape academy. These men are also talking about what drugs to use and how to get away with it. This is really heartbreaking and disgusting. You know, I don't believe it's just married men talking about this. I'm sure there's single men talking about it as well. And by the way, just because she's your wife does not mean you have consent, okay? Again, this is very heartbreaking. I feel sorry for all the women who are married to these guys. And as for the women who are single and not dating, just stay single, please, because it's just not worth it. This is terrible.
62 million men. Do you know what is 62 million? Do you know what is 62 million? So you're telling me that out of 62 million men, not one person said this was, not one person felt disgusted. Not one person. Not one man said, I can't do this. These 62 million men, I can beat my chest that they have never met, most of them they have never met one another physically. The only thing that brought them together was just that social media platform where they can discuss how they can successfully grape their wives, drug their wives and grape their wives and get away with it. So you're telling me that the reason why 62 million men came together was not to come and make money or share any common goal that would be valuable to the society, but to grape their wives that they got married to, that they exchange vows with, that they even have kids with. 62 million men. There's a particular lady that they said that over 16 years, she didn't realize until after 16 years. There's another one that they said he has brought in over 70 men to come and grape his wife when she was unconscious. She married him and exchanged vows. And she doesn't know. She didn't know. You see, social media is exposing a lot of things. So whenever I see people say things like social media can be toxic, blah, 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 please, social media, you see, I used to believe that this generation of men are evil. They are worse than the older generation of men. But I'm wrong. This evil has been there. They're the ones that taught this generation of men. The only difference is that social media is exposing it. That's why it's beginning. We know about it now. Because what do you mean by 62 million men? Not one of them said it was not okay. Hey! Like we're dealing with animals. We're dealing with animals. For you ladies that want to get married, just bear it in mind that there's a possibility that no matter how much you pray, if you like, pray till tomorrow. Because you see me, I'm not doing that shit. Just bear it in mind, and I'm not trying to be negative here, that there's a very huge likelihood, 70 to 90% chance, that you end up with a creepist and you might never ever find out for the rest of your life. And even if you do, you'll find out the hard way. It could be down to you or your child or someone you know. Because what do you mean by 62 million men? 62 million husbands that women married, exchanged wives with, had kids with. When we say it's all men, you people get angry. Can you blame us? Because how do you differentiate between the good ones and the bad ones? Because I am very sure that out of these 62 million men, at least 30 to 40 million of them, whenever we say it's all men, they will argue and say it's not all men, that they are one of the good guys. Can you blame us? At this point, like, you are supposed to be ashamed. You men are supposed to be ashamed of yourselves. Like, when we're talking, you're supposed to be talking. You're supposed to be ashamed. She's supposed to catch you now because of waiting these people they do. You people that say you're the good ones, you're supposed to shame. You are supposed to be disgusted. But it looks like these things don't even disgust you people. What you're waiting for is an opportunity to start shouting that it's not all men. It is all of you. You don't have shame. Fear.
As a man, I gotta step up and raise awareness because we need to talk about this so-called Grape Academy that CNN just exposed. I mean, you can go online and read about it, and I suggest everyone to go look into it because it's very serious. These guys in these group chats are terrible human beings. They're teaching each other how to drug and grape their own wives and then swapping tips on how to get away with these criminal acts. And this is also patriarchy. And patriarchy is the old system that teaches men that from day one that women are property, that women are supposed to be objects and control for sex and status. And it's the same red pill system that teaches men that their manhood comes from dominating women and having power and control over them, whether it's in the home or in society in general. The ruling class, the billionaire class, and corporate media push hypermasculine toxicity, violence, and conquest to keep men chasing false power instead of fighting the real enemy, which is the capitalist billionaires who exploits all of us. So these men in these group chats, they aren't just monsters. They're what I call puppets of patriarchy, trained to see their wives as things to own and abuse and not protect. And the system protects them because of weak laws, rich lawyers, and a culture that blames women and downplays these things by saying it's just boys being boys. I'm not here to give myself a pat on the back for speaking out. I'm speaking out because silence makes us complicit. It makes us complicit in patriarchy and sexual abuse. Real men shouldn't look away when other men organize to hurt other women. Real solidarity means smashing this toxic manhood. It means calling it out in our own circles, supporting the survivors, supporting women, and fighting back against the whole thing. So if you're a man watching this, don't just scroll past. I mean, challenge the issue. Reject the domination narrative and stand with working women and stand with everyone getting crushed by this capitalist system. Because at the end of the day, women are going to lead the future revolution. So they are vulnerable people that we must protect from here and now on.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thought about this story down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. 62 million. This though, I think I covered something, I covered something like this sometime last year where the Telegram group was found out and all that. But apparently, more has come out about this madness. 62 million. One million, 100 is a lot. 1,000 is a lot, but 62 million. And this is why, like, as a woman, especially as we keep content, and this is why, like the other sister said, I love social media because social media is really exposing a lot of things and it's getting us to actually have the bigger conversation and realizing that a lot of these men out there, they don't like us. Even if they are married to you, even if you're the girlfriend, even if they give you everything in this world, most of them, they're only doing. So my battery died. But let's, my mic died. So some women will say, some women don't realize that we worry about the men out there. We worry about the men that we don't know, the strange men, but not realizing that the ones we lay in bed with are our own ops, our own enemies. And as a woman, I keep saying, like, just be careful. Because these men claim, oh, they love you, oh, they will give you the word and all that, it's because of what they can get out of you. Some of them genuinely, and most of them, like now, will find at 62 million. They don't like us. And I feel like as women, we need to start realizing and identifying these things. And like for me, I've had this conversation with my spouse, like to really get to the root, because whether you like it or not, I understand that it's way beyond the love. There's something I provide. And women just really need to realize that and stop being on that kumbaya, la la land that society has taught us. Oh, just no. Because a lot of women are laying down in bed with the men that cared. And we've seen this with different stories, different cases of how, but to have 62 million, that number is still breaking my heart. 62 million of them come together and they're, ladies, younger ladies, please be careful. Older ladies, women in all, be careful. Use your discernment. Smell it. Feel it. Test it. If your body, if your spirit tells you something is off, something is off. You can just imagine the amount of women in their life that they've done this to for over the years. Because this just came out. But this is something they've been doing over the years. And then some men will come and say, oh, it is not all men, some men. Then who are not the ones doing it? Who are the 62 million people? You see some women, oh, my father, my brother. Then who are the men doing it? Who are the 62 million of them? Because they've not done it to you, or because you don't realize they've done it to you. Because it will shock you that some of these women that these things happen to will be out there defending the men until they realize what has happened to them. Imagine a woman that was married to a man for 16 years. This man was doing this to her. 16! Years. If you had a child, and the child would have been about to get into college, and a man repeatedly groping you and inviting other men. I don't know why this really boils my spirit, but the internet is really exposing a lot of things, and we really need to keep on watching, listening, hearing other people's story as women and learn and move accordingly. You wonder where your STI, your UTI and all that is coming from. Some of these men are doing this to you. But who will even think that the person they choose to love, care, will do this to them? Who will even think of it? That the man you care for, you help to organize their life, help to clean up, help to do, will do this to you. Ladies, please, please, let's be careful. And for me now, I know sometimes I try to be very like, and some men, at this point, it's all men. They might not be doing it to you, they are doing it to somebody else. They might not be causing harm to you, but it's always a man. It is always a man. Look at what the world is turning into today. A man. It is always a man. And that's why, ladies, like for me personally, it's very important as women for us to build community among ourselves, to love, to protect, to encourage each other. Because, hey, what we are going through, or what some women have gone through in the hands of men. Please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you guys think about this entire story, 62 million. But please keep it respectful. Is there any space for respect at this point? Oh, share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have amazing conversations like this. So go ahead, please share this video. More women need to see this. And be careful and join in this conversation. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Smash the like button. It helps YouTube to push out my content for more women to see it. So please do that. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't. We post video every day. We share stories every day about women and real life events happening. So go ahead, feel free, share your, subscribe. If I say share your thoughts, subscribe, okay? And I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.